Okay, so I'm Alexis, and this is the Student Voice Podcast. Allie, Jersey, and Sophia have been unable to join us today, but we have Ella here and Miss Johnson, and today we're going to be talking about what's going on during the COVID-19, how school's going, and I'll go and ask Ella the first question. So Ella, for you, what has been the hardest part about doing e-learning?
The hardest part about doing e-learning is really navigating it all by myself because I'm more of a listen and then follow directions rather than just reading it all. So that's been really the hardest part, and having teachers email me back if I have a question. It's usually
Yeah.
sometimes the next day or later that day when I'm doing something else.
Oh, nice. Um, so how have you been able to navigate your way through e-learning, and how do you think school is going to be when we start it back up?
Navigating e-learning has been, as I said, pretty difficult, but it's been getting better as I've been doing it more. So it's not too hard now. It just it's really time consuming.
Yeah.
I'm I'm worried about school, because when it opens up, people are going to be really skittish about going around people and being near, and I feel like it's going to be totally different atmosphere than it was before all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
Well, I'm going into the high school next year, and I don't really know if it's going to be a new school, and I feel like schools are still going to be kind of weird about social distancing, so that'll be interesting to see throughout the first couple months of school. And they're even talking about school starting up in September, which will be interesting to
Yeah, I
see.
heard that too.
Yeah.
I just feel like there are so many it could go one way where school could be totally back to normal, or it could
Yeah.
go the totally opposite way where everybody could be like, I don't want to be near you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how have you been being with your talking with friends and stuff?
Well, me and my friends have been doing like movie nights where we all FaceTime, watch a movie together. We've been
Oh, that's
texting.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We've been texting throughout the day, FaceTiming, stuff like that. So, I'm
Yeah.
still able to keep up my social life even without seeing anyone.
Yeah, I feel like I felt a little bit lonely at first, but now that I've been
Yeah.
into it, like into the quarantine, I can be in touch with friends, and everybody's trying to not be so lonely in this
Yeah.
whole pandemic.
Yeah, it definitely was weird at first, but I feel like now we've been doing it this long, I'm kind of used to it by now. So,
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be weird while everything is starting to open up, because people are still going to be like, I don't know about this. And just since we've been doing it for so long now, even though it doesn't seems like it's been years and years, it hasn't actually been that long that we've been
yeah,
in quarantine.
yeah,
Anne Frank was in like quarantine for 2 years in a tiny closet. Like,
yeah,
so strange that it's similar things are happening again.
yeah.
I'll have to stay in our houses and don't see people. How are you feeling about like while things are opening up, do you feel like you're going to stay inside or hold out for a little longer? Are you just going to be like, freedom?
Oh, no. So I'm definitely ready to get out of the house. So whenever things start opening back up, I'll definitely be out and about, outside, going to places.
My parents have kind of been talking about just staying inside for a little bit longer, just to hold out to see what happens
Yeah.
while the stages are going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of sad that I have to stay in for longer, but it's safe.
Yeah.
decisions that have to be made, you know?
Hmm. What would you say is the thing you miss most about uh, before all this happened?
I really miss like seeing my friends, you know, that's kind of, but I can still see them through FaceTime and stuff.
Yeah.
So I miss going to restaurants, you know,
Yeah, me
like
too.
eating out.
Yeah.
It's not the same as carry out and DoorDash.
Yeah.
Mhm. How did you feel when everything like first started to lock up till now?
Well, I didn't really take it seriously at first. I just thought everyone was overreacting. But then I saw things actually starting to happen. I was like, oh my God, this is actually serious. So, I mean, I was a little freaked out by it, but I mean, I'm used to it by now. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
that makes
pretty
sense.
positive. Yeah.
I was the same with you, like feeling like everybody was like overreacting, like
Yeah.
we need to stop being next to people and COVID-19
Yeah.
is gonna get super big. And I'm like, no, it's not. We're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. So you said you felt like you're ready to just get out in the open. Do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
once you get out there, you're going to be a little skittish getting next to people and like being near them? Or do you think you're going to be totally back to normal, being like, hey, buddy?
I think somewhere in between, cause like we've been doing like bonfires and stuff with my neighbors, so it's not like I'm super like trying to avoid people, but I mean,
Yeah.
still being cautious is good too.
Yeah. I feel like that's how it's going to be. Like some people are going to be overly cautious in the next coming months, and then others are going to be like, YOLO,
Yeah,
I'm just going to do whatever.
yeah,
Hmm. I've been hearing a lot of talk about how people are getting mad that they have to wear masks and how their civil rights are being taken away by having to wear masks.
well, I didn't
I
hear
think
that,
it's,
but
yeah, I feel that some people are just over it and trying to find reasons to get mad about the situation instead
yeah,
of being grateful that you're not sick or anything, you know?
yeah, yeah. I feel like every single store you have to go into now, they require you to wear a mask or they won't let you in. That's how it's
Hmm.
been with several stores that like my parents have been to.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, you know, just having that extra precaution in the time that we're in right now.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the Some Good News by John Krasinski?
No, no, I haven't.
It's so good. It's just like an extra uplift to what's been going on and being like, "Oh, look, that's happening right now." And that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you I know that like we feel a certain way about e-learning, but how do you think your teachers are feeling about e-learning?
I would say probably overwhelmed because nothing like this has ever happened. So it's
Yeah.
definitely different. So I mean, yeah, I'd say overwhelmed.
I'm super grateful for our teachers though, like getting all of our assignments out, you know?
Yeah.
Like I would definitely be overwhelmed, like getting assignments out every day when I can't just be there to help students, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard not being able to like ask teachers questions in person, being able to interact with them or other students in class. So that's been hard.
Yeah, and I can't imagine for some people that already were having like some emotional struggles, like now that they're feeling extra alone,
Yeah.
or like people that have to go into like that have to have like people to talk to, they can't do that face to face now. They can only do it through like calls or something like how we're doing like Zoom calls.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't leave as big of an impact as it would in person. So I'd
Mhm.
say people that do go through that are definitely struggling during this time.
Yeah. And it's people are saying the economy is like taking a huge hit and everybody's taking a huge hit, but it's really people's like emotional well-being is taking a hit because nothing like this has ever happened before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I've never thought in all years that this would ever happen, you know?
No, definitely not. And
Yeah.
people are like it might be a seasonal thing, so it might come back next spring, which would definitely be rough on everyone, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to get that vaccine out so then we can at least have a better navigation through all of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the flu is a seasonal thing, but we get through it because
Yeah.
there's a vaccine and people can get it if they wish to. And same for COVID-19, when we figure out if you had it, then great, you can have an immunity to it. And if you don't, well, you're going to get this vaccine.
Yeah.
I just feel like once we start getting higher into like figuring out like a vaccine and all of that, I feel like people will start to be more susceptible to like, okay, I feel good about going out and not being super afraid that I'm going to get it.
Yeah. I think people are gonna still be weird even when things open back up. So it's gonna take a while for society to get back to normal.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a few months at least for everybody to get back to our normal routines.
Yeah.
Speaking of routine, do you have like a certain routine that you're going through each day? Or is it kind of just like, I woke up at this time? Okay, I'm going to do what I want.
Every single day I wake up at 9 o'clock. I do
Okay.
e-learning until about 12, eat lunch, take my dog on a walk, and then I usually run on the treadmill and then see where it goes from there.
Okay, so you kind of have a routine that you're going through. On the
Yeah.
weekends or like non e-learning days, I'm just kind of like moving through, seeing what I want to do. But like on e-learning days, as you said, I wake up at night and I do e-learning until whenever it gets finished and then play outside basically.
Yeah. I mean, I do like e-learning because instead of the original 7 hours that it would take in school, it's narrowed down to 3 hours. So it's nicer to have the week to do whatever I need to do or whatever I want to do after my e-learning is done. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just, it's a different kind of feeling having so much time to do things, but then not being able to do things at the same time, you know?
yeah,
It's just like, I have so much free time. What do I do? What have you
yeah.
been doing to like entertain yourself?
I do a lot of binge watching. I
Nice.
I'm building puzzles and stuff like that just to keep myself occupied.
Hmm. Have there been any like new shows that you like to watch or binge watch at the moment?
I've just kind of been watching things like like me and my family have been watching shows and movies together on Netflix or whatever new movies have come out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm spending a lot more time with my family than I have in a long time, you
Yeah.
know?
In here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play any sports before this?
I did not, but I was, track season is about to start, and I was gonna do
Mhm.
that, but then it got canceled. So that stinks.
Yeah. I've been doing rock climbing for a long time, and it's kind of strange like not having I don't have any calluses on my hands anymore. My hands feel like really soft at the moment. And we've been doing these Zoom calls with my coaches, and they have no clue when everything's going to open up or even when it is, how we're going to do it. Because with rock climbing, you touch every single hold and everybody touches that exact same hold, you know?
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be different when it comes time for the gym to open up again,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
as is any sport really, you know? like when they can start up again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
And
how
hopefully,
it's going to work when it starts back up.
yeah, hopefully people have been trying to stay fit through this time. So
Yeah.
when it comes time for sports again, it's not so much of a, I got to get back into this again. I'm so out of shape.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some people are just like, meh, I'll get into it when I get into it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not as motivated to work out as I was before, but I've been trying to do a little bit of what I was doing before.
Yeah. Now I feel like the opposite. I feel like I'm more motivated to work out, and I don't know why that is, because I don't really love working out, but it's something that I like feel like I need to do.
Yeah.
It's strange. But so after this, when you feel like you get back into sports, are you going to be excited about it, you know?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I was definitely looking forward to it before, so I think I'll be looking forward to it again. Just like
Yeah.
people in school, I think people are gonna be relieved. Some people anyway are gonna be relieved to get back into school and back into their normal lives.
Mhm.
I
Have
guess.
there I know you said that you were like do watching movies with your family. What's the best movie that you've watched over this whole time?
The best movie I would say would probably have to be. Oh my god, I don't know. We watched that movie Onward. That was pretty good.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, my family liked that. We watched the whole Harry Potter series for the 50th time.
yeah.
Is is there any movie series that your family like loves to watch?
No, my family's not really huge into movie series, so we
Oh,
don't really.
okay.
Yeah, but I'd say it's probably it for today's podcast. This has been the Student Voice Podcast with Alexis and Ella, and we'll
Yeah.
time. Bye.
Bye.